Beer O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Twice Brewed Brewing Company, based up in Once Brewed in Northumberland in the UK. This is a can of their Shipwrecked and Comatose, 3% ABV mango juice pale. The word comatose, would somebody help me with that? I'm presuming it means space, lost in space sort of thing. That's my presumption, but if I got it wrong, please put it in the comments box. This beer has been brewed with water, barley, oats, wheat, mango juice, hops and yeast. Oh, it says append before pouring. Right, it's one of those beers. I'm going to give this beer every single opportunity to shine. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I've reviewed a lot of this brewery's beers over the last 2 weeks or so. They were kind enough to send me their full range. And there's been some absolutely fantastic beers in the range. Here we go. And I think as a brewery, you have to cater for every single person out there who's going to possibly buy your beer or want to try your beer. There it is. It's one of those thick, kind of soupy beers. Look at that. Look at the sediment. I'm going to let this calm down a moment because there's a lot. I mean, yeah, that's really gloopy in there. I really want to get as much of this into the glass as I can. Oh yeah, did you see that kind of almost big chunk and lump coming through? So what have I reviewed from this company? I started off by reviewing it was an IPA. It was really good, and then I reviewed some Bohemian lager, some Czech lager. I've got another Czech dark lager to review. We've had some kind of Weizenbocks, which was absolutely fantastic. Great pale ales. I think we've had a stout as well from them. And then they do beers like this as well for people who are interested, I suppose. Everybody has a different taste. Everybody has a different kind of idea on what beer is. My idea on what beer is not necessarily what this is in the glass, but here it is. I would call this more of an alcoholic smoothie, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. We've got a 2-finger, slightly off-white head. Lots of sediment. Look at that mango in there. Let's get the aroma. And that smells ultimately massively refreshing. Massively refreshing. Super juicy, kind of not concentrate. This is proper mango juice. It's like the pulp of the mango. They've just squeezed it into the glass here. It does smell absolutely fantastic. Real mango versus that horrible concentrated stuff. I think mango has been misunderstood, hasn't it, this whole time? Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Oh, it tastes like a health drink. Ironically, I'm drinking an alcoholic beverage here, but it tastes like a health drink. This should belong in Holland and Barrett. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. Lots of mango, lots and lots and lots of mango. A little bit of carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, but it's the mouthfeel. It's 3% ABV. 3% ABV. The reason why I've reviewed all of the other beers from Twice Brewed first is because I've looked at it and gone, that's 3%. I'll get to that later on. There's no secret with me. There's no secret. If I see a blooming 6.66% ABV Weizenbock from this company, then I'm probably going to review it first. I honestly think a stronger beer suits beer more. Does that make sense? Like a Weizenbock at 6%, nearly 7% ABV. You're getting all that kind of malty mouthfeel. That's where I kind of lie. That's where I sit. That's what I love. That's why I love beer. Is stronger beer. And we mixed up this can, by the way, and got the rest in. But this has surprised me. Yes, I've banged on in the past about alcoholic smoothies and whatnot, and I still maintain it. I'm going to stand here today and say, this for me is not beer. This is not beer. This is more an alcoholic smoothie, if you like. And many of you agree in the comments box. Many of you kind of just go, yeah, call it an alcoholic smoothie. From a brewery. It doesn't of course it comes from a brewery, but call it something else. I think this is just too far away from being beer. Let's taste it in a beer's sense. Can I taste the malt? Can I taste the hops? Can I taste the yeast? Let's forget the mango for a moment and try those things. Malt. The smallest of... You've got to really think about it. You've got to really concentrate your mind on what malt tastes like, and then just go, forget the mango. Is there malt in there? Yes, a pinch. You're picking up a pinch of malt in the taste. Hops. Not really. The amount of mango here is dominating anything else that a hop could produce in terms of flavour. Yeast. No, you're not going to pick up any of them yeasty esters either in a beer, because, especially like this, because of the mango. So the only thing you're really tasting, and I suppose ironically it's a big part of beer, is the malt. You can taste a little bit of the malt, but I'm still going to maintain it's not beer for me. It's an alcoholic smoothie. It's a damn good alcoholic smoothie, this one. It's a damn good one. But it's not beer. So I'm going to give it 2 ratings. As an alcoholic smoothie, this is fantastic. It's a 9 out of 10. As a beer, I just can't see how they can call it beer. 4 out of 10. Do you get where I'm coming from here? I hope so. Interesting though, a lot of fun. I've enjoyed doing this review more than I thought I would. This is all about mango, a thick and hazy hoppy pale ale blended with fresh mango juice. This is where juice and beer collide. Interesting stuff. I'd like to see where the landscape of this is in 2 years' time. I'd like to see, because of course we had it from that Edinburgh brewery. They started producing these smoothies. They kind of invented this whole thing, didn't they? I suppose Northumberland is not too far away from Edinburgh, so they probably had a little bit of an influence on this brewery to produce these beers. Yeah, I'd like to see where the landscape is in 2 years' time, just to see, if they do decide to carry on brewing these, And if they do, if they're very successful, do they still call it beer or do they just call it alcoholic smoothie? Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.